What's goody? Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, it doesn't look pretty, but same thing right off the rip, to be honest. I opened the chart and I really like this external, the 2000 close or hit for 1.5 like fucking instantly. But I'm gonna lean towards continuation. I would just like us to get back into this area if we can. This is an old 5000 equal inversion. Long into this could also play, but yeah, it does look a bit. I hate trading at highs, so I mean, so bullish yesterday. I have to hold that bias where we sort of continue up. Yeah. Agreed. Especially with non-farm and unemployment tomorrow. It is not the most ideal, but we shall see. How'd you end the day yesterday, my man? What about this new Topstep X? Ooh, dashboard update, I don't mind. Beautiful. First trade that fits my system, I'm gonna execute it as well. I'm not even gonna think. $350s, but such a nice day. What is good, Sean? What's happening? What is going on, my bro? In bed chilling, loves it. In bed, in Europe, living life. I did like price action for sells down if open, to be honest. We inverse this 15-minute, tagged it. Also this 15-minute, yeah, tagged. and then this old 15 sort of held us down. Combine that with this 2000. I was looking at it, but I wouldn't take. I like continuation for downside. But I just want to see if we can get tagged back into this sort of resistance level and re-offer something back to this low. I've got soccer tonight, so I can't trade London. Can't trade London. So I'll see what we can look up in Asia. What's the weather like in Europe right now, bro? Yeah, I thought so. It'll be summer relatively soon though. How long are you there for? How long are you staying? Or are you just living there indefinitely until fucking you decide you want to stop? Oh, back home. Yeah. Home, not Australia yet, but like you're back in home for you, which is, it's not Prague, UK, this one. Yeah, UK does have some stinky weather sometimes. Use volume profile, Sean? What do you put it on? Is it like open price 930 or start a day price? I feel like start a day price seems to, I don't know though. I don't know if like what makes the most sense. I tried watching New York session. I set one for okay. I'll put it here though. It's not gonna it's gonna be taking all the data, right? It's not gonna be, yeah. So if I use yesterday's 930, why does it keep defaulting back to this line? Session volume profile. mind sharing if you know your stats for these, or is it the same? Can I use the same? I think you helped me with this last time. 1,000, very area 70, up down. So this is alright. I'll play around with this as long as I just keep. It's a little bit confusing for me, but I will play around with it. You reckon it's been a big difference maker? 2,000. Wouldn't take. I draw a lot, box in the bottom. Yeah, I thought so. So do you mean a box in this area? Bottom of a large volume. I've got to watch some Kami Capital videos. I know he uses it. I wouldn't take this because it hasn't swept external, but I also have a bearish bias, so this is just for my own retarded purposes, just to see a trade. I want to take short above here, ideally. Something like this. To get an idea, like where you might expect price to do something, not necessarily it has to do it. Washed in the glow, take it slow, let it flow, let it flow. Go out and go wetter than Yeah. I understand a little bit about that as well, like the like that whole wherever the more volume is where we're like sort of start consolidating, something along those lines. But that's again probably fucking wrong. But you just like sort of point and control. Hey, usually point and controls around the large volume, which is where buyers and sellers sort of fight out. I don't want to keep this on in case people are looking. Nah. Yeah. Carmine Rosado really likes that book map and volume profile sort of combination. Hey, I don't know if you watch it. Yeah, and book maps obviously quite expensive and specific to my knowledge, and kind of like no prop firms really offer it, which means it's probably pretty beneficial. A really nice reclaim, honestly, based off that original idea. To look like that right in the close. But again, away from my area of interest, then I'll decide. I don't like longing on a sweep of this. Yeah, 250 a month, there you go. Expensive, but probably worth it. The same for me with tick charts. They've gone up astronomically. And the only one that offers tick charts now is $200 a month. I'm not saying tick charts are fucking the perfect thing, but for me, tick charts is what I understand volume as well. Like the fact that I can see from open, you know, how we print tick charts or how we're printing candles. Is there any gaps forming? You know, if we open in Asia and you have these sort of gaps printing and then close back through, it tells me there's enough volume for Asia to, you know, trade back down pretty aggressively pre-London. So it's a little bit similar, but not really. Very different. Pretty much the level where I want to take short from would be the trade. But how many monitors and stuff do you trade with short? Because I feel like with Bookmap, you probably need to, yeah, at least I reduced my monitors since I moved houses. I used to run, I don't know which one looks, I feel like it looks too dark. This looks bright. But yeah, I used to have 3, and fucking doing these ones, my fucking neck, looking down here, left here, right here. One monitor now for me. It depends. I hear sometimes fucking a week, sometimes I hear 24 hours, 2 days. Actually, I don't know. I don't have experience with Apex. I never got a payout with them. I wish I did have an answer for you, bro, but sorry boys, I heard Fiji and so I'm gonna have to replay it. Stop chilling. Fuck, bro's already out payout. What a guy. Or I don't know if you are, but either way. Yeah, they hit and miss, but from my knowledge, from what I've seen, they always I hesitated in London session. I also had pretty good read of London. My read yesterday was that we would take this low, we would retrade this. I had marked this out here on 5,000, I believe there was. The 2,000 or 5,000, I don't remember. Oh yeah, here, this inversion here. That we would retrade this and then slam the low for the rest of the London session. Didn't execute on it. Couldn't get in here. I wanted to get involved above this high in some sort of inverse, but there was nothing. And then we just slowly traded in, and then by the time it came here, I didn't want to be shorting this. I wouldn't know where to put my stop. But I was right on the direction, and then, yeah. I'm getting used to fucking being right and not making money at the moment. But it's a constant reminder that I have to execute and stop putting my emotion into the decision making, and it is giving me belief that even if I lose the next 5 trades, that the system is proven itself. So it does. I'm just trying to maintain the stance that, you know, I don't need to make money, you know what I mean? And that's definitely the reason why I'm not pushing the button to take the trade, is that I am thinking about, I don't want to lose this trade and whatever, but I don't need anything like that. Like, I have the savings. I have the money. Propfirm game isn't about passing every eval first go round. It's just about executing the system when you see it and letting the rest play out. I'm too protective at the moment. I don't need to be as well. I just am being like that. So yeah, bearish bias playing out as I expected. But again, nothing for me to really execute on. I would never take a close of this or a retrade of this. Logically, stop has to be there. Could do that for a 1.5, but I don't like the idea. I just expect some continuation for Asia for downside personally. And honestly, what I had marked out prior to the stream is probably a deep sort of sell into some of this area down here. So almost down, at least until this 15-minute inversion, sorry, 3-minute inversion area. So some sort of market, you know, into here and then whatever else. But that's what I'd expect for today. And we are just inversing, retrading, inversing, retrading, inversing. Probably retrade and continue for now. Even on this, there's probably a nicer, cleaner 1,000 tick sort of entry that offered. I mean, technically here, but you'd still be taking the close of this. I would take it. Again, a few ticks away from where I want to see it, but right idea. Fucking hell, man. I don't know why sometimes like it's yawnception. So I can't stop. What are you doing this, Sean? You got a way of getting into momentum like this? Chart that as well. I really like this. And then not even that, like this close out of it. It's just like it is, because it's not really like consolidate, and then just slam through the low, and then you probably just get this where this is all the retrade and then it goes down, and then you, same thing. Yeah. I mean, underneath this low, like I can technically be involved in, again, the inverse back up. Like had this happen, if this happens underneath here and it sweeps internal like this, I might actually try long, because the other side of it is that New York is so bullish coming to close that continuation is also possible. It doesn't have to come to this low, but I'm expecting that we continue up. This might print a daily fair value gap here. 4 hour I'd assume is bullish, respected this. Just 15-minute structure. Suggest that, yeah. Ideally we reprice this leg, but we don't have to. So if we get any reversal in this area, I'd be down. Like for me, I'd wanted to play continuation into this idea, which we got here, obviously, and here. But they were, I think, yeah, same as you. For you 270, I think for me it's pretty similar anyway. I sort of said this area here, maybe a bit lower. You also have this 15-minute inversion area that could hold us up. I'll mark it out. What price is that? 290, 260. But stay patient. I can't remind myself that every day. My neck is fucked. $300 to the dot. Legitimately 300 to the tick. That is crazy. The short idea for continuation is stay intact, but I need to see something super convincing to come back to this low. I don't like gaps that are this big. I'd have to see it retrade and then re-offer some sort of support, and then maybe get it in a closure back above. But yeah, this is a nice, it's a really nice closure back inside the range. Could be quick run up. if it wants to go up. Damn, sure. Super bullish.
For a gentle wind, you stretch your arms like a morning tide. I match the shape and we align. No speeches now, no stage to fill. Just quiet proof that time can heal. We sway in place while minutes pass. Small bright planets made of glass.
What was your reasoning? Sure, why you thought 300?
To loosen fists and widen heart. Hold the glow, let the rush slide. Slow and sure we're on our side. Hold the glow, let the rush slide. Two soft hearts.
Fucking clean this up. So is a node more of an indent, right? Not necessarily an outdent. I'm not saying like an indent is that, but like obviously there's a gap, like in volume, falls way off right here. Legitimately in 300 to 270-ish. Yeah. Magnetize. So this is a low volume node and this is a high volume node. Okay. I mean, this is obviously not enough data, but I guess the same thing happened just here as well. This. Been an ugly Asia session thus far, besides the draw being correct. Whole lot of up, whole lot of down, whole lot of up, down, down, but slowly down. Based on that bullish buy as well, sort of close above this 2000. That's all it needs to push off if it wants to continue higher. I don't have bulls based on an old one. I'd much rather have something new print here and then trade based on that, but this looks pretty decently bullish, I'd say. See if this 3 minute wants to say. That's all it needs, just a tag and go. 1 minute. 50% retracement. Straight through and then push through, back through above here. It's a bit slow. Sorry if my energy's a bit low today, boys. Just fucking one day of bad sleep actually can set you up for a few poor days. I can hear my own voice being like fucking bit dodge. Appreciate you hanging out, Sean. Sorry my energy it wasn't there today, but I appreciate you always, bro, joining. Have a good sleep, my brother. Sweet dreams. Appreciate you, dude. Hello, Conti, brother. What is good, bro? We are coming into this area again, so hard to say if I want to play long or short, but I still want to see us reprice a tiny bit lower. So if we can push up here, leave something here would be delightful to take.
Look at it. So close.
Damn, man. I'll fucking buy it.
Doesn't rush, it doesn't judge, it just glows. It watches us arrive, all noise and fast movement. Now it watches us stay all quiet and truth. When the world gets fast, we find the moon.
Let's see if we can get anything. What's good, Conti? How you doing today, bro? How's your day yesterday? How's your morning? Sorry if I'm a bit quiet, boys. I just saw a message that I mean, this is so bullish. I don't know if it's worth fading. My mind's just going into a fucking absolute mess right now, to be honest. This is extremely bullish. Depends if you're bullish bias. Like I'm bullish bias overall, but I'd like to see price trade lower first. Like it depends if you think this sweep is enough for, you know, to just run back up to highs. You got early session highs. I don't think that many people would have got involved here. I think a lot of people would have got involved in these shorts here. So there'd be a lot of people shorting here or this close, and then you have your break even sort of right here, right? So essentially for me, like I would want to be out here, which I did say, you know, if I had got it in here, my TP would have been 350. But this is quite bullish, right? So there's nothing stopping it. Yeah. But for me, I really like this area here. So I'll make a decision based on what we do through here. I might have to play a wider stop though, if we get really hard closure here. And just expect that we can run a bit further down. Because I don't really, if I take a short on this, I don't want to have my stop at the candle high. I'd rather have it sort of up here and target 1.5 below. But again, it depends on what we get. See how this candle closes. Crazy. Well, this is what I wanted to see, so I'm gonna have to put a limit there. And taking this close, I don't know, but it might just run without, to be honest. I'd like to see a retrade. I might not get it, but it's probably all it needs. This is such a bearish candle that I should be taking this close, right? Like, I don't think this really needs to trade. Can I FOMO into a short here? Yes, but I don't want to. I may adjust it to the close of this candle. Just above. If it wants to push back into here and get me in, then I'll allow this trade to happen. I won't wait for the retrade up here, but I'll see if we can just get tagged into a short here. 328.
Order filled.
It's my trade, boys, for Asia session. I'm gonna let it play out. We'll be back in a sec. I need to deal with this message. And if we come back and tag into here, above here, and reoffer, then I might add and then reduce stop to that high. But for now, I'm gonna give it a bit more breathing room because I do think we can come into this area, and I have the bearish bias. One sec, boys. read from the thing. So I retraded the 2000 inversion. I definitely could have had a better entry where I did say originally. Limit here. That's something I have to work on, lads, but you know, with the aggression here, I'm not angry that I took the close. I just think that, again, patience pays, because then your 1 to 5R with the same stop sits a lot earlier, right? This could be the difference between hitting TP and not. And if you're really taking that as the high, the 1-5 sits just here. So again, is this a perfect execution on my strategy? Probably not, but we'll see. This could just fucking run up anyway, so I'm not really liking how Asia's trading right now, but we shall see. If I register here, it would be 200 risk, so I'll probably have to add 2 contracts. But I'm using fixed dollar risk at the moment. It's sort of fighting between these two zones anyway. This inversion, which we closed above and reclaimed, and then obviously it's tagged here and pushed back to this level, so it's a very, very important area. Again, if we're wrong on this trade, boys, this is my one and done for the day, and I can't stream London anyway, so I have soccer tonight, Tuesday nights. We shall see. Bro, I've had an itchy butt for fucking few days. It's really annoying because it ain't going away. If it comes into anywhere here or here, and it reoffers with strength, then I'll add. But yeah, I mean, the stop should be here. We've got the inversion. What happened, bro? ugly Asia session at the moment. Not really getting much follow through with any moves. Anyway, we're in the trade. We accept the risk and fuck play it. The moment I click the button, it's not in my hands anymore. It almost makes me think that we might not even get enough follow through to fucking come all the way down. Here, if it does want to sell off, I would love another one of these candles. You know, through this, tag the low and then smack through. This would be the more tight trade, like I said. We're still at entry, so like, you know, technically. It's just at such a fucking vital sticking point that it makes it difficult to want to have my stop right here. Even though it's done everything it needs to here. You know what I mean? It's a really nice 5,000 for continuation though. If it wants to sell down, this wick says a lot, you know. Just look here. Be back in a sec, please. Seems as though, had I just traded my actual fucking strategy, this would have been almost too easy. Anyway. We're still fighting out at the moment, so I ain't changing everything yet. Said, see if we this offering here I'm not gonna add to, but if we re-offer once we come anywhere in here, I'll re-add. Once we close through this low, then I'll just stop to here. Extremely ugly price action. It is not even remotely easy to trade this. For me, when it's like this, you just have to hold. Your bias has to hold you through. And I have a bearish bias to reprice for bullish price. Already swept the high here, came up, have offered. There's enough 15-minute structure to suggest that we overall want to reprice lower into this area at 288, which is here. I would probably have to be break even on this, which is where we go into this and probably expect the pushback up. If it wants to continue going well, or it comes and stop us out, that's his weakness.
Sleep and we sit.
Market is moving like fucking poo, bro. Can't trade London today. I got soccer game at 7 o'clock. So or you need to trade. Puppy care. My stop is pretty wide. I mean, really the trade, I originally had a limit here with the same stop. Because it's been pretty choppy and I wanted to give it breathing room. So this would obviously reduce the TP quite a bit, which I'm a little bit annoyed about my execution on this one. But I got in on sort of this closure, and I just moved my limit down. Then we did tag it. And then as for stop, it should be at this high based on structure. I'm happy to let it play because I do have a bearish reprice bias, you know what I mean? I just feel like the way that it's trading, you can trade up here and still come lower. So for now, I'm just holding it with a wider stop and allowing price to work itself out. Keep reinversing. We've closed under, we've closed back above, we've closed back under. If market was moving like this, you know, like up, down, I'd probably be okay with putting out a swing high. Like this, I'd be alright with it. 50%. I'd be okay with getting in on this, you know, maybe closure and then just chucking it here. Taking a 1.5. But with the way that we're trading here, I'm not a fucking huge fan. This is the main area that I wanted to see us hold, tag into it, push down. But then again, we're not fucking going through it, you know. So we'll see if it wants to keep fucking around in here, maybe come up, reoffer, and then if it does, can add somewhere in here, and then reduce the stop to this or whatever high we create. For now, I'm happy with the trade. It's my bias. That's it. And from a 15-minute perspective, we've done everything here. So all you need is just one nice little 15-minute candle to start repricing through here. And then we'd come to pretty much TP. If it wants to do that for me, you know. TP is at 270, which sits here on trading view. This would be TP, so well within 50% of the range, well within 50% of this range. I much prefer this though. Look it. Let's die. Let's die through this low. Wow, let's get this to happen. Would be nice. I don't mind streaming a little bit longer in Asia as well. If we take a W, to try catch a win if we catch a win, right? But if I catch a loss, I'm getting off, catch a win, I'll stay on for a bit longer, see if we can catch some sort of reversal. I can't trade London today, chart though. I got a soccer game at 7 PM, so I'm sort of tapped out after Asia stream today. Only Tuesday nights at the moment I have indoor soccer, so Appreciate it, appreciate it. We are versing third last today, so I was talking big game last week and we got absolutely fucking railed. Okay, it's more like futsal, more Yoga Benito, you know, fucking Brazilian spec. Seems like quite a vital point of support. Visita vendido. Brazil. I don't know what that means. It means I am sold out. Oh, that's Portuguese. All my mates are Portuguese. Obrigado. I don't know how to speak it. All I know is comida means I'm hungry, boy. Are you from Brazil, bro? Yeah, indoor soccer is definitely more physical, more intense. The one that I play actually has no outs, so as soon as the half starts, the ball is just non-stop. You don't get a time to fucking breathe. It's just non-stop playing for 20 minutes, and then half time, and then 20 minutes. But we have 3 subs, so. Brazil.
Welcome to the city of Thrive. 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 This is the rhythm.
Love some volume, man. This is so shit. 1 minute chart looks absolutely fucked. I mean, on this close, adding 1 and then reducing stop to here could make sense. We'll do
Order
it for
filled.
the purpose of the trade. And then I'm gonna let this be the trade that we take. It seems like it wants to round off lower, so I'm gonna leave this as the trade now. And if we get stopped out, we'll get stopped out. But just leave my stop above the swing. Still gives this breathing room, and then TP moves up 10 points. So let this be a lesson. If I add and then we run straight back up. Yeah, but I'm accepting the way that I'm trading at the moment is to accept the risk when I get in, and not move to break even, like not change. Just I have to accept the full amount of risk when I get into the trade. I mean, technically on this trade here, whether it's the close or the retrade, the stop should be at the high because that's what my strategy says. By me having a random stop up here is probably more fear than anything. You know what I mean? So the strategy is a 2000 inversion, closure or retrade. If it's the closure, it should be at the candle high. Or if it's the retrade, it should be at the swing high. Sim Vendindiro, Brasil, qual é o país? Portuguese. I'm learning. Sim Vendindiro, Brazil. Yes, sold in Brazil. What's sold in Brazil, my man? I said pass. What is your country? Australia. Opera. Aussie. Australia. South Australia. Type of. I'm learning Portuguese as I trade. This is fucking sick. This is a low probability trade, by the way. Chart that as this struggles to, go through. But off the continuation of this, like this trade makes sense. A 50% inversion. This trade here does make sense. Like, it's okay for me to take a loss here and be wrong. I just have to trust it. Like I said, the real trade should be this. It should be the retrade. Stop at the high, 1.5R. So we wouldn't have actually hit TP. It would have actually, maybe it would have, but again, this is me fucking around with the system and with a bit of fear because I haven't executed in a while. What's parents? Okay. Let me type it in for you, bro.
Midnight laughs on a summer breeze. Snap the fingers, dry martini. Life's a show, make it dreamy, sip it slow. Feel the sting, get the finger, snap the finger, get the finger. Let it swing, get the finger, oh, let it sting, get the finger, finger, finger.
It has to be painful for anyone to sit through, right? This almost just looks like a larger consolidation to continue higher at this point. Could be the bottom of the range for the move higher. If it is, it is. But we are in the trade. Are we in with the most favorable positioning? No, because there's definitely 10 points. That push through the window, bro. Volume, 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 volume. Volume, 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 volume. Again, this trade, much better. I ain't gonna go break even on it yet. Because my entry isn't favorable for a break even. But I think reducing risk further to at least here makes sense. And if it does come near my TP and I get any sort of like valid fucking doji rejection or any hammer or anything, I'm gonna have to pull it off regardless, because the entry isn't where it should be, you know. And nothing higher than really here should now hold us down. Like nothing above here. There's plenty of things that are meant to hold us down here. So we shall see. We're back in profit, lads. Fucking oath. Trade's not done yet. It's not over until it's over. This is nice. And like I said, this 5,000 in hindsight. Now this becomes hindsight. That closure is what you want to see. And I really like how this is printing with strength. Obviously, I really like it because I'm in the trade. I expect this to want to come near here, and it's probably going to try to scare me out and come back here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I've got to stay calm and collected. Calm and collected, lads. Come on. Nice little push through. Let's just get through here into the 270. 15-minute inversion now, so I expect us to, yeah, get some sort of snap rejection, but I want to see it continue lower. Let's go. Come on. Pray to the market makers. So a lot of area where we need to be held down. Again, entry wasn't the best. ID is great. It's perfectly fine. But yeah, I don't know. Every time we sweep a low, we buy back up pretty aggressively. So this now becomes the low that we sweep, and we buy back up pretty aggressively. Let's just see. Let's see if we can get this little momentum push. Really, I want to see this just tag and go down. I would just hate to see this just V-shape back through, which is what it's Asia is doing currently. push down, we buy all the way back through, push up, we push all the way back down through, go up, down, down, up. It will be nice. It will be nice if it hits TP, but again, I'm expecting that I have to expect that it's going to hit stop loss for me to be channeled. Because I just want to feel okay if it hits stop loss at all, man. You know, it can come all the way back up here and tag me out, and it's going to be a loss. Or it could come down here and hit TP, and I'll be like, fucking oath, brother. I actually remember how to trade. But until it does either or, calm, lads, calm. The only thing I would change here is just trusting myself more, because this should have been a quick trade, right? Like, that's all I need is just all these close, stop at the correct high, and then here. You know, we're very close. Obviously, we wouldn't if we'd taken a close. I mean, this trade that I'm in has now basically become the close trade. It's just that there's too much, for me, investment of emotion between having to stop here and thinking about where I should change it. It should just be, alright, we inverse, we close, stop at the high, TP 1.5. That's what this trade should have been. Either way, it's now become that. It's 15-minute inversion here. Like I said, I really expected to do this as well, because it sweeps the low, it pushes back up, and it's not pushing through with aggression. This will happen quite quickly, so this could happen quite quickly as well, unfortunately. Let's see what it wants to do. So lads, I'll be back in a few minutes. Getting hounded. My phone's getting hounded.
surrender. It's the only way to find the sweet spot. The sweet spot between the sweat and the sea. Now take a sip and let the rhythm take the wheel. Margarita night, so sweet, so cool, under the neon tropical moon. Margarita night, so deep and full, we're dancing to the deep house tune. It's salty and sweet, a perfect beat. We're losing control from our heads to our feet. Margarita, tropical mood. Margarita, deep house tune, salty and sweet. Move your feet.
All that is, it's not doing all that. It looks like it's primed to go up, isn't it? And it's probably going to go all the way back into red and fucking stop.
We don't need that much, 280. Just depends if this 15-minute candle wants to also follow same trend. What's the 1 minute saying? Let's just get a little fucking red boner straight into the... Like, it's really not that far away, is it, boys? 279 is just here. I'm not a fan of that close. Yeah. The trade to me is invalid at this high because the way I trade in validation is the original trade idea. That's the way I've been taught and learned, is that I got in off this idea, so my invalidation should be this high. My idea that got me short here is invalidated here. That's the way I'm trading at the moment. I also like, yeah, I spent 5 months in Trader Kane Discord, which he was the first trader to take millions of dollars out of Apex. He took $2.4 million payout, and he doesn't trade with any break-evens or anything. He accepts the trade once he gets in, and I've applied that. Yeah, I understand it though. Like, I understand. A lot of people would say like, oh, break even at this low. You know, once it breaks this low, you expect it to keep running. But for me, up until it can do it. It can come here. It can come back here. It can come all the way back here and still go down. it can come all the way up here. And this could stop me out. It could retag this 5,000 and then come all the way back down. Like to be honest, my stop should still be here, but I've reduced it to here based on fuck knows what, to be honest, if I'm being honest with you. But again, I don't really like how this is trading at the moment. Chart time is one thing. There's some 20-year-old with less chart time than both of us combined, and you know what I mean, making more money than both of us combined. I'm not a huge fan of this. Like, it's this slow grind up that really just starts to send higher, and then this becomes a low pivot, which I hate. But again, I haven't entered properly, I haven't executed properly. So if I take a loss on this, it proves that the system's fine and my execution and fear is the problem. So it is what it is. Yeah, like when I first, like I said to you guys, right, like I still have emotions that fucking come into my trading. I was emotional with my stop here earlier. Having my stop up here is an emotional choice. Moving my entry to here when I know that I should be waiting for the retrade here is an emotional choice. Getting in prematurely. They're all emotional barriers that I still face. And you guys are just seeing it live, like, you know what I mean? I can't fake being emotionless because I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? You guys have seen, if you've been here the last couple of days, that my reads are pretty accurate, or have been. I had my limit here, if anyone's been around for the whole entire time. I said that my stop should have been here. I FOMO'd in here, I had my stop up here, and this is the result, because this would have been a TP hit trade, right? If it hits stop loss, it's not the system, it's my execution. So I'm not going to intervene with this because I have done those things. I just have to move on and accept that I broke my rules to a slight degree, and the outcome of the trade is irrelevant, and they're the only things that I can fix taking into the next trade. You know what I mean? The reason I have a fixed loss and profit is because I'm trying to prevent myself from over trading and limit my emotional impact. I'm not trying to get into a trade and try and understand why it can go up or down. You know, I'm just trying to say, all right, I've got a bearish bias. I have an entry criteria and model. I get in, I win or I lose, and I move on to the next trade. That's my goal this year. It's very easy to just get fixated on if this trade is going green or red. You know what I mean? It's very easy to see it when it was here. Oh, it's struggling. It's gonna go hit stop loss, and that's what was preventing me from moving my stop here. When I was in here, a channel trader would say, all right, I'm in, stop at the high. You've seen it. Traders that make money, they get in, they say stop at the high, targeting 1.5R, and that's it. You know what I mean? Or I'm waiting for the retrade, stop at the high, and I'm targeting 1.5R. That's what a super profitable trader would do, right? They just get in, probabilities, let it play out. A newer trader would get in here and they'd say, all right, I'm in on the close. Oh my God, it's so bearish, I'm adding. Oh my God, it's super bearish, I'm adding again. This runs all the way back up, stops them at break even, and then runs. And then there's me, confident that it's gonna go down. Enter on the close because I see volume, but know that I should still probably wait. Start drawing boxes or where it can hold down. I'm like, again, I don't 100% trust my system yet. That's why I struggle to execute properly on it. You know, but I prove every day that I see it and it starts to work. Here, had I been in this trade, would I have had my stop at the high? Maybe. Should I have? Yes, because this is the system. External, inversion, retrade, take the trade. No inversion, no inversion. If you actually really look here as well, that's 5,000 gap that I mapped out. There is a tiny inversion here. Would I take this? No. But this then becomes the inversion that I should be confident in taking with stop at the high. Because once we come up here, we've tagged into here, this is now the invalidation point. You know what I mean? This is the A plus setup trade, right? And this is the result of taking the A plus setup trade. The trade that we're in currently is the result of fucking with your rules. Because good traders act with precision and without intuition. And by intuition, I don't mean that they don't have intuition. I just mean that they trust their system more than they trust themselves. And then they use intuition to alter, you know, different things, but it shouldn't alter where your stop loss is or where your entry is. Those things should be set in stone. Entry and stop loss should be set in stone. Intuition could be, all right, I'm targeting this low and I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna take off once I see buyer step in. All right, sells off, strength comes back up, we close here. That's more the intuition that I think is valuable.
Shrinking fast. Mirrors grin, says the pain won't last.
Now, one of the hardest things, I used to stream as well. Like it's not like I'm new to trading streaming, and I've been in plenty of trading streams. And one of the hardest things is like just trusting yourself, because everyone trades differently, right? Like the way that I'm trading right now will not work for 99% of people that watch, I guess. And the way that you guys trade probably wouldn't work for me, so. That's usually how it works. And that's why I used to be the guy that sits in trading streams. Yeah, like I remember before, you know, some trading streams would be doing well, and I'd take a trade like this and it would come up and hit my stop loss, and they'd be like, I told you it was going up. It's like, and there was points where it's like, fuck, yeah, I should have seen the long or whatever, but at the moment, I see the short, and that's all that matters. I don't see anything else but my system, and that's all I want to see. I just want to see this and execute on it. And if I take a loss here because I didn't execute my rules, it's just a day where I stick to my max loss limit of $300 or 228 in this case, because I've adjusted stop. And I come back tomorrow and I reevaluate and I fucking apply what I didn't do today. And the better I get at just doing this and letting probabilities play out, the quicker I can hit trades like this. That's how my mind is working currently. Yeah, it might take a lot longer to hit TP because of how I've entered, and I just got to be okay with that. Either way, I accepted the risk here. I accept the stop is here. I trust the bias is still down for the short term, and I mean, I'm expecting a reprice of some of this, right? So I'm still expecting us to push lower. The thing is, I don't need to be right about us pushing all the way down here. I just need to find a position that allows me to be part of that move. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to delete some of these boxes to clean up the chart, because we know where I want to see price. I mean, anywhere in here, price has to hold itself down.
And then we obviously have our original area of interest where we can see something form out of. And when you really zoom out on a higher time frame, price doesn't have to do a lot to push into this low. On the 15-minute, there's nothing stopping us from doing this in the next 30 minutes. There's also nothing stopping us from wicking down here and then doing this in 15 minutes as well. You know what I mean? This candle could push down to the low, reject again, print like this, and then just do this in 30 minutes. I've seen it. My job isn't to be right about the trade, it's to accept the risk of the trade when I get in and execute when my system presents itself. Obviously this is nice to see, but again, anywhere in here, these are areas that should hold us down. Doesn't mean that it will hold us down to TP, but and the volume is quite weak tonight. We're not seeking liquidity, it seems like. We seek liquidity, we reject, we respect all back up. Seek liquidity, we buy back up straight away. So it's a bit of a dogfight, which makes it even more important to just have your entries where they need to be. The moment I start getting emotional, like right now I'm thinking about, oh, I haven't really executed properly, should I just take it off and move on to the next trade? But for me, the most vital point is accepting the risk as soon as I press the button, because that's something that I can control. I can't control what this does. The moment that I say I'm getting in here and my stop's here, I've accepted that. We'll see, chop that. We'll see. That's what I was pretty calm as well, because I sort of had marked this out, you know, in the 15-minute inversion where we could bounce off. So I expected that it draws into that, buys back up. You know, now it just needs to actually invalidate that and push to TP, and then we Gucci. Playlist name. It is called Benetti House Bar. It is actually in a playlist, but it is a extremely good Spotify artist. You can chuck this on shuffle, play it any single thing you're doing, and it is fantastic. Cooking, gym, eating, walking, party, disco, bar, club. Secret sauce, lads. Just needs a really nice push through this low. If I find support again, I'm gonna really hate it, but again, I've gotta just stay in the trade on my original analysis. And I can see this coming all the way back up to this high from this where it is now. Just needs one nice violent push into this low and then get out of it. Let's see what we do here. Just need it to run into. Nice flush down, please. Go, go, go. I'd ideally like it to hit TP on this little rundown. Like I probably wouldn't want to see this come in all the way back up. You know, if this closes low and then it just buys back up, I would probably close because we're so close to TP and yeah. You'd want to see this 1 minute flush. Like it only has to flush 5 points right now. We're talking about 5 points here. Am I gonna let $400 go because I want to make an extra 40 bucks? Probably not. If this buys back through this candle, I'll probably close because it's just sweeping lows and then pushing higher, and it might still play out. But again, I'm sitting in now a trade that's should have been a 1.5R, and it's now turning into, you know, a 2 and a 2.3R trade. See if we can get one last little flush into the low. If not, I'm gonna close. One more flush, please, please, please. One little push through. Come on, dude.
Order filled.
I'm gonna get out of that and accept it because I don't want to see this come back with me. Still a good trade, in my opinion. Obviously, let go of $70 of profit. At its peak, you know, stop loss is here. 7.9. This is where TP would have been. I do think it's gonna hit TP. Fucking oath, mate. Happy dance time. Woo. Little clap in the chat, but it was a good trade. It was actually a nice trade. It was nice to commentate through it as well, because pretty much everything that I wanted to see happened. We ran here, we came down. I think there's a lot of insight in that trade to how I think at the moment, and again, it was not always like this. So honestly, my mood is a bit down. My dad's in hospital. That's what I was talking about before. I just share it with you guys, so I'm being transparent. I don't live with my dad, but he's extremely not okay. And when I entered the trade, I legitimately read the message about that. So that will be tomorrow's problem. Anyway, it's aside from being a profitable trader, right? Because what happens outside the charts has nothing to do with what happens here, as sad as that is to say. it's just real. It's just real stuff. But look, in hindsight, the system, beautiful. Taking the close is still fine. The moment it closes, the reality is when it closes, you're probably getting in somewhere here. But just having to stop at the high. And like I said, if you're taking the close, it should really be here, because the reason I take the close is the aggression, which means that it shouldn't really come back up all the way to the high. It should come up to the candle body, and then either way would have been out here on the first leg. So we had to sit back through here to then for it to run down. Anyway, good fucking trade, lads. I'm happy with it. I have a bit of time on my hands. I don't got soccer till 7 p.m. So now, once we, push down and we continue doing this, I'm able to, see if there's another option for something to trade. See if we can turn this winning day into a bigger winning day. But on this next trade, I'm only going to be able to risk the amount, right, with the profit, like over the 150, right? So usually I would end up 450 and I can risk 300. I still need to end up 150 in my opinion, so I can risk 230 on the next trade. That's my rule. But anyway, it's good exit. We limit the mental fucking emotional barrier of seeing this come back on us. See this run down. The last thing you want to see here is it to just run here. We already sat through all of this, and this has already been a 1 hour trade. Appreciate you all though, for all the love about my dad and the support on the trade. I promise my mood isn't always so vanilla, but I have to show up, not just for you guys, but I have to show up for myself. And I know what my dad would want me to do as well. I don't have the best relationship with my dad, if I'm being honest. I pretty much live your exact fucking half black, half white fucking story. Dad ran away with the milk type thing. Not really. Except my dad's white, my mum's the dark skinned one. I'm joking. My mum and dad had divorce issues anyway. But my dad has not been very ever present in my life since I was 10 years old. And even when I was 10 years old, before that, probably wasn't the best influence. Hotboxing the car, smoking the devil's lettuce on the way to a soccer game that he would drop me off. So I've probably been getting stoned since I was 9 years old. Anyway, I am who I am, and I'm happy and grateful because my mum's the best. My dad is also a good man. He always had the right intentions. Probably just never delivered on it. Appreciate you guys more. Trust me. Like I say, you go through all these things. I'm only 25 and I've got a lot of life to live. I know that. I'm very early on in my life. This will smack the TP now. I reckon. But I do. I have a lot of life to live. I'm a true believer that a lot of things can change very quickly. I think that you can live a life for many years in the same boat, on profitable trading for 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, change it all in 3 months, 6 months. I believe that you can be addicted to things for many years and then make a change one day that alters your life. But
yeah, I do a lot of things as well. I've been fucking addicted to things and whatnot as well. Was addicted to vapes. Early streams, I was vaping on stream. These days I'm addicted to cigarettes. Which I know isn't good for my health. But I'm in acceptance of that, and for me always the first step to fixing something is accepting it as it is, because God has put it and created it in that way. So you might as well just accept that it's true and then fix it. Besides that, you guys see, I'm healthy, do a lot of sports, do a lot of activity, I train very hard, I ate extremely well overall. The last piece of the puzzle is trading. That's the last piece of the puzzle. And again, bit of FOMO here, probably stemming from everything in here, but again, I'm not angry at the exit that I've taken. I was already in a trade that ran much further than the target needed to be. Right, so $70 profit, $70. What's $70 compared to zero? It's 380 or zero is the real question on that specific idea. This probably looks nice in the 1 minute chart though, from an entry to exit perspective. But on to the next, boys. We're now pushed under liquidity. We have now done everything that I expected. So now we pretend that trade never happened and we reevaluate. So we're in the 4 hour gap. We do have this sort of swing point. It was a nice trade. It was actually a really nice trade. Yeah, under my rules, and this is the thing, this is the 6th trade in a row, right? That actually was just W. Had I entered, had I not overthought fucking anything. Like, these accounts should technically almost be passed, if not passed already, based on pure showing up, marking out a trade, and it occurring. It's either 5 or 6 W's. Which means that the next, I can almost expect is going to be an L. But I can't operate with that mindset. But anyway, from an analysis point of view now, what's good BW, what's good bro? Premium discount on this price leg specifically sits at yesterday's open, midnight open, 220. We are slowly fucking oath, brother. My guy. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I think this would have TP to the tick as well. My PP was 279. Spion. Anyway, appreciate your shot, Dad, my brother. It's alright, that's the main thing, bro. It's just a thesis. We're allowed to be wrong. We are completely allowed to be wrong. Oh, you actually took the trade I was in. Nice, bro. It's the first time someone's actually honestly said that they have. So yeah, W's. I rate it. I rate it. Nice trade overall in hindsight. Entry bit shit, but framing is everything. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, bro. I don't recommend taking my trades all the time, but if you feel like it, bro, it's your money, it's your decision, right? So maybe you enjoy the way that I explain things, and if that's the case, bro, I appreciate it. Anyway, the new idea that I'll be framing is probably continuation again until we come into 50%. I have, bro. I actually made a video this morning that I haven't posted yet. Best 3 trading books. I'm gonna That's in the description. I think it's alright to be in the description, I believe. But I will confirm. Yeah, I'll put them in actual order of my favorite books. Mark Douglas is an absolute godsend. This is my order of books to read. Now, Market Wizards will genuinely apply to today's stream for whoever's watching, because this is actually about how people made tens to hundred millions of dollars trading whatever the fuck made sense to them. There's people in here who traded once a year, fucking 40 times a day. Like, it's just question and answer interviews. So the same as like when you watch like Words of Wisdom podcasts, and they're interviewing a scalper, or they interview a swing trader or an institutional trader or a guy that's rinsed prop firms. Much the same, but it's just actual like traders who have made hundreds of millions of dollars. None of this prop firm shit. Mad book. Favorite trading book I've ever read. So much insight from different mindsets. What worked, what didn't. It opens up your mind to someone saying, I can only take one loss a day, versus someone that says, I can take as many losses as I want. Yeah, and those are also good. I'm a visual learner as well. Like, reading for me was never a major thing, but I do enjoy reading if I'm into the thing that I'm reading. Best Loser Wins, honestly, is just the best book for maybe even the mindset that I have in this trade, which I haven't always had. But it's basically saying, over the long term, who's the guy that's going to make money? The guy that can accept when he gets in and lose comfortably without worrying. And the trading in the zone is self-explanatory, everyone. Where the fuck is it called? Is it? Trading in the zone is self-explanatory. It is simply just about being in flow state. And we all know what it feels like to be in flow state with whatever we're doing. It is fucking unbelievable. What a trade. But yes, Mark Douglas, and for me, if you want dude, this guy, like, I don't know how successful he's trading wise, but some of his mindset stuff, like, any video in there is insane. So it depends if you're into reading or you're into watching people. And you guys can also research Trader Kane, who, like I said, 2.4 mil Apex player. He has a YouTube channel. But Trader Kane, I was in his mentorship before he got the payout. I saw him actually trade and like live sessions, and you know, he wouldn't stream every single trade. He probably did a bit of DJ and shit off the books to get where he did, and he admitted to that as well. There was one day where he lost like 800 grand before the payout, but he is actually a proper trader. And one guy that I've been really on board with recently, like watching and studying, is Tom Trades, who's another Aussie guy actually. He's got 80k subs on YouTube. Any of those things, boys, those three books or those, that's what I would like. Again, maybe some of you have already fucking read this shit or watched it or know what I'm talking about, but for anyone that doesn't, if I could sum up 4 years of losing money to where I am currently, it would be everything I just put in the chat. And so everyone has different ways that they learn, right? Like, see, bots, you watch the 5 hour Mark Douglas vid. I can do that, but I can't listen to 5 hours of an audiobook. I can't do audiobooks. My ears don't work the same way my eyes do. Taking continuation above this high could play out. I'm not gonna overextend the stream, like I've been on for 2.5 hours, so I'll give it a few, 30 minutes or something if we get some like nice volume that steps in. Yeah, Alex Hormozy has a fucking this way that he says to read the book as you're listening to the audio book. And it actually tricks your brain into, you're basically getting to the information technically twice as quick, even though it's taking the same amount of time, but your brain and body's processing it through 2 forms, so it actually sticks with you better. Which is basically, to me, what a YouTube video is, because I'm seeing the person speak as they speak. That's why I like YouTube so much. I live on YouTube. I clearly live on YouTube. Like I'm literally living on YouTube right now. Fucking hell. Now what I'm really happy about, going with the fucking trend instead of trying to fucking be the guy trying to take every long here. I feel like for so long I've been a victim of that. Instead of trying to look for what's the best way to get involved in a long, just, alright, we're bearish, we've come up here, we're bearish. Watch a bit of Alex as well. I watched Alex Hormozy when I actually was in sales, and he's probably one of the biggest reasons why I became good at it. So I legitimately, like, the way that he watched a video of his this morning, and he's legit talking about his strategies on certain things, but the way that he gets someone to be such a, like, avid viewer of his is because he gives so much value for free. And that's what's happened to me. Like, I'll always listen to what he has to say, because he does the very thing that he talks about. But his old, like, gym selling techniques, that actually help me so much. Those shorts are so hard to find these days. But yeah, these days it's very hard. His target market very much seems the scaling businesses route, which for me doesn't really apply. I'm a one-man band. I mean, this session has moved, but it has been pretty slow. No, I wouldn't say so. I'd say actually I'd say that gold and NQ at times move pretty similar with market structure. Gold does tend to move a bit more one directional, like NQ is pretty retracey. You know, like you'll move up and you'll retrade and you'll move up. Gold sort of has this thing where it will like trend, it's very trendy. NQ can trend, but it doesn't really do these sort of one-sided deliveries. So if you got your direction right on gold, you really can just fucking ride things. Know what I mean? But I don't think that, you know, if I use my same premise and just look at what trades we could have taken in the last maybe 2 days. So, having reviewed gold, we're bearish, we buy back up into pretty much 50%, we sell off. We also had this recovery here, so then this leg then becomes 50%. So now creating some sort of range. Anyway, we're bullish up until here. So let's use these 2 days and drop to the 15-minute. Alright, let's use this day. We've had this inversion. It's the same things, right? Like sell down, inverse, push back up. Now we're bullish. Maybe we want to take it till this high. And then on a lower time frame, what am I looking for? An inversion setup of the 2000 tick chart. Same thing. I don't think it will, you know, I don't think it'll struggle. Just have to have your specific things that want to make you get into a trade and stick to it. This is in hindsight. Like if I traded this lifetime, I guarantee you that wouldn't have happened that easy. I probably would have fucking been involved in a long here or fucking some other dumb shit. But the system still applies, right? Like it's all the same. Let's say here, external. Inversion. Maybe we take a loss on this. But for me, I need the internal sweep. Still might have taken a loss there, but then, you know, here we get that inversion. Retag, retrades it, pushes up. Similar. It's all similar. Market's the market. A market does whatever the fuck it wants. 5,000 pivots still work similar on gold as well. You know, you got these big engulfing candles, these pivots. They push down, they're weak, they pivot. Continuation. We inverse, we reject, push down. Here, we inverse, maybe we trade back up to here and continue lower. I much prefer being involved here and then taking this as a continuation. I don't think a third continuation trade makes a lot of sense. So I'd probably wait to see what we do. If we come up here, I'd want to see if we retrade this and then see what we want to do from there. Push up, doesn't want to retrade this, continue higher, doesn't want to push below, use this, and then then I would be inclined to go long. I don't think I'd want to get a continuation trade lower from here. These will reset on the 16th. They're not going to reset, they're going to stay open, but I'll get a free rebuild. So if we blow these for any reason over the next couple weeks, I'll just reset them and continue. whatever got you funded to begin with, bro, is your edge. You are gonna doubt yourself, you're gonna overthink. You're gonna think that it's a different environment because you know that there's real money on the other end of it. Like for this, regardless of if I make money or not, doesn't really matter. This isn't real money. Again, all I'm trying to do is pass the account. But whatever, if this, what I'm doing now, gets me funded, I have to do the same thing that gets me funded and refine from there. Because the moment that you start fucking with your what's working is the moment that things start to go worse, right? Own that profitability, bro, if you get funded, right? Own it. Whether or not you're profitable overall on the year or whatever, but the period where you get funded, as long as you didn't gamble to get it, right? Like, if you actually obviously traded, but like you said, trail your stop, which means that you have in risk management and all these sorts of things, maintain that. I'm gonna chuck a piss, boys. Yeah, that's it, bro. If you took trades using your strat, you know what? You remove comparison as well, right? Because like, I could fucking gamble and get funded in front of you, so I could do it. Oh no, my controller. Damn. Crash out. I could gamble, right? I could have put on $700 of risk on that trade, got it in earlier, trailed my fucking TP, whatever the fuck. You know, I can do those things, but I have done them before. I have shorted the line, right? And I bought down to the 500, and I've seen this, and I'm said, oh my god, it's tagged, and now I'm in here. Stop here. Full size, fucking 10 minis, 5 minis, scale 4 off here, 1 all the way to the low. Make like 1.7k. I can do those things. I'll probably fail a fair few fucking times, but it doesn't prove anything to me. It makes you feel good in the moment because this number is maybe 4 or 5 times as much. Until you repeatedly do that, until all your savings disappear and 6 figures turns to 5 and 5 figures turns to 4 and 4 figures turns to 3, and before you know it, you're in negative bank account balance, and then the negative 3 turns to 4 and the negative 4 turns to 5, and then you'll realize that is not worth it. I speak like a dude with years of wisdom, but I'm really just a normal person as well, so I hope it doesn't get taken the wrong way. Long silver, what are we saying? What are we saying? Don't hate it. It does look bearish on first look, but there is reasons why, you know, these two areas should hold us up. They intertwine with each other. I'll be more inclined, and you're buying into weakness at an area of support, which is probably fucking be smart. My strat that I trade doesn't actually work that well on silver, I've come to realize. It more works on 5,000 pivot points. Like this sort of stuff here and here. I wouldn't be able to drop down to the 2,000, so I'd more have to wait for like 5,000 inverses to get involved on trades, and you don't get that many. Whoops. These sort of trades. Quite strong. But yeah, based on that analysis, we are in a sort of inversion retrade, so long makes sense. Wheat saying lower, copper saying what? S&P doing what the fuck S&P wants. I need to check a piece, boys. One second, I'll be back.
The mirror ball spins like a shattered moon. Feet tapping, hearts a boom, boom, boom. Lost in the neon, it's a kaleidoscope bloom. Who are you when the spotlight's gone? Do you fade or do you carry on? Order the move, find the beat, sing along, make it sweet. The hook sticks like citrus on your tongue. Dance for confidence where you belong. The lights pulse like a heartbeat in the dark. Every step's a fire, every move's a spark. The shadows got swagger, leaves a mark. What's your story when the music's loud? Do you lead or melt into the crowd? Order the move, find the beat, sing along, make it sweet. The hook sticks like citrus on your tongue. Dance for confidence where you belong. set that caffeine, I've been tripping. Hit the snooze, but it ain't no use. Not even the French press gonna save me. Cold brew me, wake up, baby. More beans than I'm ever gonna need. My espresso love. I need that espresso love. Come on and give me that espresso love. Grind it and you press it. You brew it and you drink it on a Monday. Come on and give me that espresso love. I need that espresso love. Come on and give me that espresso love. Espresso love. Come on and give me that espresso love. I need that espresso love. Come on and give me that espresso love. Espresso love. Don't talk to me before I have my coffee. You better stay away. Keep your distance. Until I got that caffeine running through me. You can keep your house playing. Fancy life. I don't need no cappuccino or macchiato. My espresso love. I need that espresso love. Come on and give me that espresso love. Grind it and you press it. You brew it and you drink it on a Monday. Come on and give me that espresso love. I need that espresso love. Come on and give me that espresso love. Espresso love. Come on and give me that espresso love. I need that espresso love. Come on and give me that espresso love. Espresso love.
And when you think of all the roads, the gravel and the gold, all the scrapes and every scar, the moonlight and the bars, the cabins and the coast, all the lies you never told, all the songs you never sold, all the night walks in the snow, all the nothings in your phone, all the thoughts you'll never own. You never think of me, that's fine. There's only one thing on my mind, only one thing on my mind.
All good shims, bro. No stress, my man.
Only one thing on my mind. The moments and the mantras.
What's good, bro? How you been?
The countries and the counties.
Bro, I have a lot of delay right now.
The eagles and the empires.
If you guys can see that.
The couples. All the questions and the quarrels. All the safety and the sorrows. All the mothers and the models. All the memories and the bottles. There's only one thing on my mind. There's only one thing on my mind. Only one thing on my
Yeah, one trade, one W. Entered on this close, got in about here. My stop was fucking up here for some unknown reason. That wasn't that high, I don't think. What is it? 236. It's 75. Something like that, anyway. Originally, and then as we started to push lower, I added one, and then yeah. This is basically the trade idea. I didn't execute 100% correctly on it, being honest. The right trade is this inversion, and then taking this close here. I should have been out of this trade here. So I let my emotions get involved and ended up having a wider stop, wider TP, a few errors, but not yet. It's the only thing I've seen. Or push back into the range. Internal combined with external. Why is this externals here? Boys, one sec. I'm just refreshing my screen. I'm still here. I don't know what's going on. It's like someone's fucking around with my. Someone's fucking around with my. Like, I don't know if you guys are seeing my crosshair. It's so delayed. My mouse is over here, but look at where the crosshair is. It's really fucking pissing me off. I'm gonna crash out. There's just no need for it to be doing that. Alright, I think Topstep really know how to fuck with their traders. I mean, nothing at the moment, Hayden. Continuation, we are pretty bearish. Not trying to fade the trend, you know, but we are in this 15-minute inversion. I'd have to let price sort of develop a little bit to take something. I do expect the overall draw being this high. I like Topstep still, but they always the ones with like this platform to just wig out of nowhere. So I expected to find support here. Close above, retrade, push back higher. 150 on this would sit not that far away. Let's see if this would play out based on following the system. Like, oh, this fucking crosshair, bro, just stop. This has to be on purpose. Fucking weird. But yeah, original idea why short, or if anyone that just joined, external push up, push down, sweep back one more time, inverse this, retrade the inverse 15-minute gap, also respect that. Then this old inverse holds us down. Slow grind, hold near the low. Yeah, that's what I did before. I refreshed it and opened a new one. But I'll deal with it for this one. I'm sure I'll fix by the next stream. So yeah, had a bearish bias coming into the session, also with the fact that I wanted to see this being repriced. So with that, you know, in mind, I want to see it repriced, but the first point of sort of us holding up this old 15-minute inversion, because this inversion then wants to be retraded to here, and this can be the support that then sends us higher. So a trade into this makes sense, a trade past this makes sense, but less sense than the initial idea. So I'm not going to rush into anything at the moment, but I have the flexibility to take one more trade if I see something that I like. Ideally, I would have liked to take this as soon as the market opened. Sweep, closure, retrade back, then down. Apologies for the crosshair. Let me try one more time. It's fixed. I think it's fixed. It's so smooth now. Alright, yeah. I like this. I like this. I don't like this as much, but this might still work because now it's swept into this, like, we're in a POI, right? So taking this inversion out of a POI after sweeping this external, sweep this external and this external, these two. 1, 2. Anywhere under here, into this 15-minute inversion. Then if you drop here, this framing now potentially makes sense. I'm not against it. I just don't think it's as of an A+ trade to take versus something that could be a bit more A+. I can see this working out, but I don't know. I wouldn't say it's. The only problem with this is counter trend. You know, it's like I want to be longing. You boys did anything? Boys catch anything? Boys, girls, lads, let it.
But it's not the city in October has an edge. It's sharp, it's stylish, this drink, this is for that. It's the glamour with a secret warmth.
That's another thing as well, is that it's like this slow runner. It sort of just generates a bit more liquidity and then just fucking takes it out. And market is very nice, bro. Yeah, feeling good as well. Feeling good as well. This sort of sweep below, push back up, sweep below, push back up, sweep below, push back up, sweep below, push all the way back up, sweep below, push up.
it's not the nicest thing to trade. Like, it took a lot of work to just come to this low. And then as soon as we tag the low, we buy all the way back up into 50% of the range. So it's not, to me, this is saying that the market, it doesn't really want to seek repricing currently, which is why it might buy back up here or fuck around. Not even being in this trade was pretty uncomfortable for a large majority of it. We'll see what this trade does, if I was in it. Just so I can... Where you in from? I guess that depends where you're in from. I think there's a bunch of liquidity above this side. I think this would be a draw for, you know, either London or New York session. The market's, it's slowed down quite a bit. These 2000s are printing quite slow. I do like this indecision doji here. It's very important to see this. Like the same reason that I saw this helped me stay in this short. Seeing this here and then buy back up. Quite likely that this little long would have played out. Where you in from, North Star? Boys, and if we're not really seeking anything, I'll probably get off. And if this trader hits, it'd probably be another example of me not hesitating, because like I've been streaming for long enough that I wouldn't want to rush into the second trade. The idea is that this high matches up with 50% reprice of this range, which hasn't happened yet. So we have this 15-minute range, which needs to be repriced. Ideally, this high matches up with that 50%. So this is why I like the idea of this. I mean, there's so many confluences for me to have just taken this, in all honesty. Flash closure above, retrade, push up. But if this does hit TP, it would be another reason that I wouldn't be able to catch a trade post this anytime soon. And this is why limit orders, they're very, for me, I struggle with them, because you're essentially, the mindset you gotta have when you limit is that you need to see this come really red to then flip back long. And I used to struggle. Beautiful, bro. I mean, to the high, it made sense, like I said. That might have been the 50% tag anyway. Yeah. So like, I mean, this on 1.5 is nice, but I just gotta be okay. Like the same way that here, like obviously this is quite tight, and this would have been lucky to be tagged in. I could have not. I took the close of this one, but taking the retrade back into what's important, because if I take the close of this, in this specific case, the 1.5R turns quite dumb. The same as, this is basically what happened with this trade. Instead of waiting for this, like, this same retrade, and then trying to be in the trade, I basically took this close, and then, you know, you're in the trade for a lot longer, with a much higher TP. Regardless of if it's the same RR, the market has a lot more room to do this. Whereas this is more likely to do this. Same as I just gotta get better at that. Gotta get better at executing, trusting, buying, holding, SLTP. That's it. But what do we prove today, boys? That the system works. My system works. And we also proved that the psychology is still not A1. We're not as locked in as it feels like. Like I want to be able to say, short, bang, TP out, I'm waiting, bang, 15-minute inversion, limit again, 2 Ws, 900 per account, 4.5k, on our way to getting these passed. What do we reckon of this new little fucking blue gradient that they've done? Win rate's looking nice, boys. Profit factor, again, some of these trades, like this one I cut a bit short out of a bit of fear because I had taken the wrong entry. But on this second trade, I'm only allowed to risk up to what my full loss would have been, which is 150. So if I risk 300 to make 450 and only make this much, on the next trade, I can only risk 230. Anyway, stats are okay. Stats are okay. They're decent. But we're just gonna milk more of these type of days, you know what I mean? Because the reads are on point. So it's like, what do? You execute and you don't think. Would have been nice, would have been nice, would have been nice. Would have been fucking delightful if I'm being honest. But as you can see, I haven't actually taken advantage of any winning days and taken another trade. I've had winning days and then I stop, and that's probably down to fear of giving back profit, even though the idea by having a loss and I stop and a win and I can take one more trade is because when I really feel like I'm in sync with the market, I'm in sync with the market. Today's one of those days, and I'm not taking advantage of it. And to be honest, every single green day that I've had, bar one, I believe this day or this day, one of these two, the same thing happened. I marked out a perfect trade, ETP, didn't take advantage of it, and that is the difference between being at break even or on 51 grand. I think I'll call it now, boys. Seeing that play out, I mean, I'm not going to really get anything else that matches this is the trade, this is the trade, or this is a quick reversal back into the middle of the range. Now we're in the middle of the range. I'd have to wait for this to be taken or us to extend back out. So I think for me, I'll probably call it as a 3-hour stream, usually longer than I do, but I'm not trading London tonight. So yeah, I think that was a fucking pretty good trade. I managed it well, although I didn't execute on it well. I think I managed it well, and I'm happy with that. But yeah, boys, no London stream this afternoon. I have got soccer, so we're back tomorrow, Wednesday, Asia. We can get a good day. We'll be on 50. You know, we can get these accounts fucking looking good pretty quickly, and we've got our full drawdown back now. So, you know, we Gucci. This is real trading. This is real trading, boys. And I'm happy to be the guy that takes a month to take past the Topstep even. I'm alright with that currently. It won't always be like this. Once we get the consistency down packed and the system sweet and the execution, we're gonna be sending it. We're gonna be sending some shit. You guys can stay for the journey or not, but if you do, this year is the year. I have full faith and belief that it is. So it all starts with the consistency, which we are doing at the moment so far. Deal with the drawdown, trade the system, get out of drawdown, and then this trade, we don't hesitate, we execute, and we get into a nice profit. That's what we need to do, and we're gonna get there. So appreciate yous all, everyone that's watching, bots, BW, North Star, Shinji, Hayden, fucking Skull Crunch, my Brazilian brother that was speaking to me in Portuguese before, Kami Kai, Kami Ban, of course, and Chart Dad for hanging out. Conti as well, my brother. Appreciate you all. But I'm gonna call it here. 3.5 hour stream. Need to get off the charts and go to something else. Cam is a day one. He's actually seeing this transformation happen fucking in real time. That low key G's me up a little bit. So I hope you guys stay around for long enough to see the next part of it as well. Go slay, man. I'm gonna go fucking put some people into a fence at soccer and score some goals. I'm joking, I'm a nice person. Slow and steady, man. Slow and steady. But yeah, appreciate everyone. If you could, I don't like asking, I really don't, but if you could leave a like, it helps me out. If you haven't sub, because when I get to a K on YouTube, I'm gonna do a little cheeky giveaway. So we're a long way away, but every little bit helps. So if you can, it would help me out. But besides that, boys, yeah, much love. I genuinely appreciate it. Today isn't the best day for me, family-wise, but life is life and life goes on. So fuck it. Appreciate you all for spending that day with me, and we'll be back tomorrow. So yeah, fuck no. Much love, peoples. I am out of here.